Replacing T. Yeah, here. Wait. Why not? Why not? Oh wait, Tableau's also here. No, stop. Hello. Here, have a half a stack of TNT. Yeah, and just start placing it, I guess. Make sure it's all like placed next to each other so it all blows up and like there's no TNT left. Low Rimea's base. That's not a good idea. This on the other hand is an amazing idea. I think this is going to go incredibly well. If this is going to go into any video, that means it will be the second video of mine to feature basically us bullying Tableau. It's probably not actually have this here because this will like blow up the surrounding. Oh, okay. You can insta-mine this while falling down. That's kind of crazy, right? Tableau, you're just gonna. Okay, you're gonna die with your base.
I'm gonna blow the wall.
Okay, wait. Stand on this TNT because I'm gonna light this one. You're gonna fall into your base. Yes. All right.
Go.
There he goes. I'm actually probably a bit too close here. Everyone, Rimea here, and welcome to the month 4 world tour of Evocraft. So yeah, you just saw some craziness there. Basically, after last month where I already showed you guys Tableau's base, which was like right over where next to Turbo's base, which Turbo didn't like, we decided to blow Tableau's base up at the very beginning of this month. So you just saw that footage. Was like recorded, I think, almost over a month ago at this point. But yeah, Evocraft, if you're not aware, is my Minecraft server that's like kind of affiliated with my Discord server as well, which is called Evolution. So that's where that all came from. And it's basically just a server, Minecraft 1.16 survival multiplayer server where I play together with some of my friends. And so yeah, that footage at the beginning was us blowing up Tableau's base along with Tableau himself. And that was something we did a while ago at this point. But yeah, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys kind of what's been going on this server for the past month or so. That being the 4th month of this server's existence. And I guess to start off with, let's head over to my base where I've probably done the most, well at least myself, that's probably where I've done the most this month. But as we're approaching it here, you can see that stuff is really looking a little bit differently. If you remember from last month, there was like this big grey like nothingness outside here in my base, and now this has all been turned into this nice lush terrain with all these nice custom trees. This is one of the this is something I did like I think about 2 weeks ago or something at this point when I'm recording this. But yeah, basically I decided that for this month at least that my main goal is going to be like kind of getting my base more complete. Not that it's actually complete by in any sense, but like it feels more like I'm not like rushing to get this done, but it's just I don't know, it's just it's just a lot more polished now, I guess. So that's especially why I focused on the outside area, because the outside area was like this big garbage dump before with like just a bunch of stone everywhere and stuff, and it was badly lit up and things. But yeah, so now there's this lush terrain out here. A minor change I've also done is it made this outside area like acacia wood instead of birch wood, and also added this like red sandstone and acacia wood and some pumpkins and some actual like clay and stuff and whatever. That's all new. That's also the case for this path out here, which is all made out of bricks and stuff, but also the usual coarse dirt and path blocks. In fact, this whole area over here, if you look at this from this side, is all new with like the support structures, which I before only had on this side. And I also made this area here a bit bigger. This used to just be a little like bend in the river, but now it's like more of a lake, and that's mostly just because I wanted that to kind of be the case with the way I added a waterfall there. We can go back up here. You can see there's still a bit of the base exposed here on the inside of the base, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, so what I did here is I basically just covered this entire terrain, which used to be all flat and stuff, after I flattened it like 2 months ago, up with this grass layer. However, that is like completely custom, so if I well, actually maybe not here, but if I dig in like I don't know, oh hi there bush, yeah, you can see this is all like custom made, all like terraformed, I guess you'd call it. Can I get out of here somewhere maybe? Oh, I'm destroying stuff. Okay, let's go. It's alright. So yeah, all the terrain here is custom, which I really tried to make it look as like natural as possible. Though I didn't add any of like the usual Minecraft terrain, all the T's or anything like that. There's no caves there or anything. But I still wanted it to feel like natural in terms of shape. I in fact already on this side added like some podzol and stuff in like kind of as detail, and like in general this side of the outside of the base is more decorated than this side, and that's because this side is still kind of work in progress, I suppose. whereas this slide is kind of like how I want the entire thing to look in the end. Right there. I've been using a lot of berry bushes for decoration, which is like, they look nice. They add some like color and stuff into the area instead of just green, but they do hurt you when you jump into them, so that's a little bit annoying. But yeah, so on this side, you might have already noticed that I have this big structure here, and this is actually, a new stable. So if you remember, I actually used to have a stable, well, I still have it, but there's a stable, right over there. You can see it there. But I actually moved all of my horses and stuff over to this stable. This is like a brand new structure. I kind of just winged this whole build, but I kind of like the way it's like it has like a lopsided roof and stuff, and I don't know, it just feels very nice. And also like the way I add like the kind of the clay sort of look here, which kind of makes it look like this is a very muddy area, which makes sense if there are horses. Yeah, I just put my horses here, including Jerby. And then if you go to the back here, you can see this is where I've put all my pets. So I also moved over all of my pets from my old house. And I also added some dogs, which I didn't have before. But yeah, I have like a lot of dogs, a lot of cats, foxes, and also this cat here called I don't know, because I don't know. Yeah, this is just a nice little pond area. This area, this like hole here was actually already like natural. I just added like this side to it, and I also added the lake and stuff. And there's also this cave over here, because well, Turbo and I captured this is obviously a strider. Turbo and I captured 2 striders a while ago, but then we left them outside and we didn't realize they die from the rain. But apparently that's what they do. So I got another one and put him in the hole here so he doesn't die from the rain. He also got his own lava and stuff. And his name is Stefan. As suggested by one of the German members on the server. Speaking of which, we do have a lot of new members on the server, once again this month, so we're going to be checking out some of their bases and stuff later on in the episode. But before we do that, I guess one more thing I can talk about in this area over here is that I want this path to extend further in this direction. So eventually you can probably hook up to the waterfall area there, so I can kind of like have a sneaky way to walk into my base instead of only flying. And maybe I also want to like wrap it around like that or something to make it end up at the top of the hill, so I can like hook it up to the tower up there. But yeah, without further ado, let's move on to the inside of my base. So B1 at the beginning of this month kind of encouraged me to do some interior decorating inside the actual like house portion of this base, because obviously we got the big like crazy cave library section, but we also actually have like a house section which you see from the outside. So I had like this nice little seating area with like a barbecue or something, and this yeah, this bench over here. I had some kind of like modern, I don't know, cupboard or something. This lamp is pretty cool because that piston is actually Bud powered. There is nothing powering that piston, but the piston still thinks it's powered, and that's just because I simply have no room to power it, because up there is already like the terrace up top. This staircase is new, which leads up here, and it kind of goes through some terrain which is a bit jank, but there's nothing else I could have really done about that. And you end up here where I have like this nice dining table. I have like a kitchen area, including half a vegan pizza, which that's kind of what a watermelon looks like to me. I don't know. Like some more cupboards and a cake, which B1 gifted to me. And I also have a bedroom area. And that's all just, purely decorational. I'm not using this for anything at all, but it's, it's nice, I guess. As for the rest of the inside of my base, not much has changed really, I suppose. Because more members have joined, I've added a few more heads, like for example, Silver, who joined the server this month, has this head over here. I also got a creeper skull, using a channeling trident, like a few weeks ago at this point, so that's what that is right there. But in terms of like the main thing I did in the inside of my base, well, I added that, which is kind of cool. But more interesting is the fact that, I already had this staircase here before, but now it actually leads to an area. So like I think I already explained in the last episode or in the last world tour, I wanted a furnace array system in my base, and this is how that's ended up. So I've just added this like nice little nether room. The upstairs room is kind of also like nether-like, but it's like the warped style, I suppose. Whereas now this area down here is more of the crimson style. And that's just really nice, like the pattern is kind of similar to the upstairs pattern, but now it's red and stuff. I haven't even mentioned it yet. I also now have a five beacons here, which is why I can jump around and run around and stuff. So that's really cool. But yeah, these furnaces, I just have 3 very simple auto smelters where I can just put stuff into this chest and they'll come out here. Where I will load these up manually whenever I please. Oh, these ones aren't that loaded up right now. But yeah, so I've got like a smoker, a normal furnace, and a blast furnace, for the ores and anything else, and food. That's really nice. Now you might have noticed I've been avoiding looking back. That's because behind me I've actually got this crazy thing. So keeping with the nether theme, I made this little nether area here, and I wanted to, like, make it cool in some way, so I added a ghast here. And I don't actually have any footage of me capturing this ghast, because I kind of did it on, like, a crazy call, with a bunch of other people. I just kind of didn't think about it when I was doing it, but, yeah, this is actually quite interesting. So what I did is I, just flew through a, source and valley for a while in the nether, until I found a ghast, and I put him into this cage, like, with some glass and stuff. Where I then pushed a minecart into him, where he then went onto a minecart track, which led all the way back to a portal which hooked up to my base. I destroyed all the other portals in my base, so he'd only hook up to this single portal in this cage area here. Then I just kind of like destroyed all the portal blocks around him till he was just here floating. Now he is always facing left, which I have no idea for, like why. If I remove some glass, he will look at me and like try to shoot me, and then once I put it back, he'll just face left again. He's not even moving. It's just really weird. But still, it's a really cool thing. If I were to kill him, actually, I think I'd get that achievement, but I don't want to because I think he's cooler than getting that achievement, you know, just having me here. While I was constructing this area, I also decided to dig this hole down way further than it even was before. So if you remember in the previous month, I already showed you guys how I had dug this hole down, and now it actually goes all the way down to bedrock. You can also see the quintuple, I guess you'd say, beacon I've got. There's also a zombie spawner right over there, which is kind of cool. So I've got that 5 beacon set up here, but and I've also got all the bedrock here exposed now. So there's this just giant hole. I don't know why I really did that. I guess just because it's cool. Because I was digging this ore out, I also decided to like start mining a lot of ores around this area because of the haste beacon I've got and stuff. And I also like started doing stuff where I just dug in one direction like this, just kept digging and digging and digging and digging. And I kind of got addicted to like getting ores and stuff. Which led to this crazy thing where I had just shulker boxes of ores, and so I decided to like record a little clip of me mining all of that out, and yeah, what that led to. So let me show you guys that now. Hello, and welcome to the past. It's now about 2 weeks earlier in the timeline, I guess, that I'm developing. So some stuff might be changed by the time like the rest of the clips are recorded. But yes, look at this. It's a lot of bloody ores, isn't it? And I'm going to mine all of that out. Now for the core, of course, core ore especially, I'm gonna have to think of something special. I calculated and I have about like a little under 100,000, not 100, that would be ridiculous, 10,000 core ore. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the core and redstone ore, because I don't really care as much about that stuff. And then like mine all of it out with a fortune pickaxe, probably in the desert or something, like somewhere remote, so I can like set up like a nice flat area. And yeah, I'm going to mine all of that out, and then using that core that I'll gain from that, I can also smelt all of the iron and gold and stuff. And then for the lapis and the diamonds, especially the diamonds and the emeralds as well, I guess. I'm just gonna fortune it like on camera or something because it's a lot more like valuable, so I don't want to just make a giant cube and like risk losing some stuff. So let's get going with that. Okay, so I've ended up deciding to settle down in the desert as I said, and I've already started constructing this. It's going to be 24 by 24 wide. Which really kind of looks ridiculous. This already kind of looks ridiculous, and this is like I've used. See, not even like maybe 2/3 of the shulker box, and I've got like all these other shulker boxes left. I guess not this one. Why did I bring that one? But anyway, yeah, it should just be straightforward from here, just literally building upwards until I run out of ores. Except for these ones. Oh no, I brought this one for the redstone. Right, okay, because I'm also going to stack the redstone on top of this once I've run out of coal. Okay, so after about an hour or maybe 2 of placing ores, I've got a small little cube here, or I guess it's more of a rectangle or something. So it's not quite as tall as it is wide. It's a 24 by 24 by, I guess, like 20 or something. And as you can see, I filled like the top, I guess, 2 or 3 layers of redstone, and the rest is all coal. And yeah, now all that's left is just for me to dig this all out, which I guess will take about as long as placing it will. So I won't be doing that with my usual silk touch pickaxe, but instead with my netherite pickaxe. My netherite pickaxe, or with my netherite pickaxe with fortune on it. It's called netherite pickaxe, but whatever. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do now. And I guess you can leave your bets in the comments how much coal and redstone this is going to get me. I actually have no idea, to be honest. Don't cheat though, don't look ahead in the video. Anyways, I'll get going now, and I'll get back to you guys once I've done that. Okay, and not even kidding, about 3 hours later, I finally managed to get rid of the entire block. So yeah, that was just 3 hours of straight mining. I started around like level, I think 20 something, like definitely, I wasn't even at level 30 yet, and I'm at level 73, which is kind of crazy. You know, like getting that high in XP isn't that hard using like an XP farm, but just doing that just manually is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, like I said, it took about maybe 2 or 3 hours. But yeah, let's have a look at what we got from that. So remember we had about well, this was all mostly filled with coal and redstone ore. I believe we still have some iron. Yes, we still have some iron ore here, which is because that shared some space with the redstone ore. I guess I started off with mining the redstone ore, and we've ended up with almost 18 stacks of blocks of redstone and a few more redstone dust. That's quite ridiculous. But then in terms of coal, well, you can already see I've got 2 shulker boxes here, because yes, we did get an entire shulker box full of blocks of coal, which is just insane. I don't think I'll ever manage to like use all of that. Well, maybe I'll eat my words someday, but I don't think so. And then I've also got another, so that's 18, not 18, that's 27, I mean 27 stacks, and that's another, let's see, like 7, so it's like 34 stacks of coal blocks. And then a little bit more. That's just ridiculous. I don't think I'll ever use that much coal unless I like end up like making like a giant hole or something out of coal blocks, which I don't think I will. But yeah, there we go. That should be fuel supplies for life, pretty much. That's awesome. Speaking of which, let's go use all of that fuel to smelt up stuff like this iron here, and yeah, get all of that as well. Okay, so we have 3 shulker boxes almost entirely filled with ores. Problem is that's not as much as the capacity of just this one double chest here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with all this iron and stuff, and place this spackler on here, and that should work. Now while that's all going, we still have a few ores remaining. Yeah, for the lapis, and I guess also essentially for the diamonds, I'm just going to make a tower. Okay, looks like we quite nicely slotted into the tower here, so now time to mine this out. Now, even more so than redstone, lapis, as you can see, like we just mined like maybe 8 ores or something, and we've already got 2 stacks. So even more so than redstone, lapis just goes absolutely just crazy when you mine it with fortune. I'm going to have to be crafting this into blocks quite often, whereas here with something like coal, it only produces like maybe 2 or 3 per like time you mine it with fortune. Lapis produces more like 10 or something. I don't know. Oh, hey, we have a wild B1 down there. Anyways, yeah, from those, I don't know how many we had, like, I think 4 or 5 stacks of ores. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 7.5 stacks of lapis ores. And now let's try the same thing for the diamonds. And there we go, that's a tower of diamond ore. It's almost as high as the lapis one. But though we're not going to get quite as many diamonds from this. Yeah, let's start mining, I guess. Okay, looks like we're coming to the end of this. Oh, there's a few more stray diamonds laying on the ground here. And let's have a look at my inventory. I now have... Oh my god, I actually got quite lucky there, I think. Because I have, like, over 8 stacks of diamonds from this. That's almost a stack of diamond blocks on top of the lapis here. Actually, let's have a look how much that is. Before I do, let's real quick check if I've got any more profits in my shop. It looks like I do. Remember, I'm selling end loot in the shop. I believe it tends to just be the place where people, you know, buy stuff whenever they die and lose their items. And also, because we've had a few more members join this month. Also, just a place where people have bought their starter gear once they've mined a few diamonds of their own. And yeah, let's go see how much diamonds, how many diamonds I have in total if I add this amount to my already, like, quite a bit of diamonds. So let's see, let's grab this. Turn it all into... diamonds. Do I have room for that? I literally don't have room for the amount of diamonds I have in my inventory. Let's turn it into blocks then instead first. No, let's not make boots. Excellently. Wow. So I have almost 2 stacks of diamond blocks. I kind of want to just go mine a little bit more now, just so I can have that, you know, that milestone of 2 stacks of diamond blocks. Yeah, that's insane. Wow. And so that has ended up. We're back in the prison, by the way. That has ended up with me getting like over 2 stacks of diamond blocks. I've also got some netherite stuff. All of this like ridiculous amount of iron and gold and stuff. I've got even more lapis in this as well. And let me see, where did I store the coal box here? Here, I've got the redstone, and yeah, here I've got that shulker box of coal, and I think all the other coal is like over here. But basically, I don't ever need to mine again if I don't want to. However, because I've got that like 2 and a bit diamond blocks now, 2 and a bit stacks of diamond blocks. I kind of feel like maybe getting a diamond beacon, which would require me getting 2 stacks of diamond blocks and 36 blocks. That's, I think, totally achievable. So that might be a fun goal for like the end of the season or something, to make a diamond beacon. You know, not quite a netherite beacon, but it's still quite cool. But yes, that's pretty much all of the stuff I've done inside my base for this month. But now let's head over to spawn to look at some of the stuff that's happened over there. Like I said, some new people have joined the server in the past month. I haven't really done anything around its spawn myself for the most part, but some of the other people on the server have, because remember, this is not just me, this is a whole server, a whole community and stuff. So let's have a look. So first of all, I think I already showed this shop in the previous month. I'm not quite sure actually. But it would be one with a totem shop where you can buy totems for 3 diamonds per. I guess that's nice. I have my own totems. So I don't really need any. I don't tend to use totems anyways. But I can imagine for like new people joining, that's a good thing. He also made a record shop, so I suppose he has like a record farm somewhere, which I bought like all of his like all of the different types of records from him. So I now think I have a full collection of every single record. So that's really cool and, you know, nice of him. There's a wool shop now, which I think was set up by Mushroom, who's also one of the new members on the server, and he's selling wool for 1 diamond for 2 stacks, which is actually like really cheap. So I think I've already bought some of that, and I'm definitely gonna, you know, keep using that in the future because I can't be bothered to make a sheep farm myself. Then there's other stuff in the that has happened around spawn. Beyond added this path, which he apparently hasn't lit up yet. Like I think I told him to light this up like 2 weeks ago. He still hasn't, because he added like this whole section to the swamp area, but then he didn't light it up. But yeah, that basically leads all the way over to his base, which we'll also be visiting again later on in this video. And something else B1's also done in this month is expand the zombie farm setup thing with the villagers even further. Remember, I think 2 months ago I last showed this, or maybe I showed it last month as well. But basically, we have this giant villager set up here now, which is like even, like, I think it's probably 2 or 3 times as big as the last time I showed it. But basically, we have like, I think probably, maybe like 16 or something, maybe 12, like a lot of villagers here basically. And they're all like specifically selected for their trades. So we have a lot of librarians with like good book trades and stuff. That's really nice. I don't tend to trade that much myself, but B1 does, so, you know, good for him, I guess. This area hasn't been expanded yet, but this is the storage area for some of the farms and stuff we've got on the server. Okay, so speaking of B1, like I alluded to earlier, we're gonna go check out his base now. I'm pretty sure like B1's mostly been focused on getting a lot of achievements and stuff this month, so I don't think he's expanded his base too much since the last time we checked it out. You know, the last video he gave us like a whole tour and stuff. I guess the most major thing is like right around the beginning of this month, he kind of like tore down most of his house and rebuilt it, so now it's like a floor lower, and I think he like the interiors are mostly still the same compared to what it was like last time. So I guess this is his bedroom, I suppose. But one thing he did do is he made his like secret entrance part of his base no longer a secret entrance. Now that's just a staircase going down, so that's nice. Let's see, can I go down here? No, I can't. You have to press the button first. There we go. Apart from that, I don't think he's added too much to this section of his base, you know, the underground section. He's also got a 5 beacon setup, but he's also added a bunch of like little farms to his base. So he's got like, I think this is a sugarcane and a bamboo farm. Yeah, you can see it there. Okay. And he's also got like, I think the cocoa bean farm was already here earlier. What's this? Actually, a stone farm? Oh, hold on. Is it like, yeah, okay, it is literally a stone farm. Okay. Not sure why he would have that. If you ever need stone B1, you could just grab it from my base because I've got a ridiculous amount. Oh yeah, okay, and he's also got the cactus farm, which can be also crafted into bone meal using composters. Yes. Apart from that, I don't think he's added too much to his base area, at least not in the inside here. Oh, this is new. I haven't seen this before with the magma blocks and the glass and stuff. That must be a really recent addition. I don't know. I haven't seen that before, anyways. He also, like, whereas I kind of just made, like, a rainbow beacon, he made his beacon specifically match up to the colors of, like, the effects. So, like, for example, I imagine this green one here is, like, jump boost or something. Maybe the yellow one is haste. I presume that's kind of what it's like, and that's really cool, I guess. Apart from that, he'll probably correct me, but I'm pretty sure he didn't do that much outside of that area of his base. I might be missing something though. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot more new people on this server this month. So let's go check out some of the stuff they did. For example, over here, this is where Silver's been working. Now Silver's definitely one of the more active members on the server, but he's mostly been making farms and stuff, which we'll also be checking out later on. However, I guess his base area is mostly just this like giant pirate ship that he's building underwater. We've got a what's it called? A conduit here, so we can swim around and not have to worry about drowning. Yeah, this is a really cool looking thing. Oh yeah, that's the conduit. Really quite like a large scale project for someone who's only just joined the server, but it looks really cool. I'm not sure if he's planning on doing like interiors as well or something. I guess they're kind of interiors here with the cannons and stuff, but not really. I don't know. He's also got this lovely platform up here, which I guess is like his actual base area for now. It's just a starter base, I imagine. You know, I don't think this is anywhere close to permanent. But you know, I always like to build like a little house for like a starter base, but I could totally see just people wanting to just, you know, place down some shulker boxes, which I believe he bought from me, and then just let it be, and then just build an actual base, and not anything like temporary. If you fly over in this direction at some point, I think we should get to Kiso's base, which I haven't really shown Kiso's base in like several months because Kiso isn't that active on the server. But I still like I was over here a while ago and I saw some cool stuff, so we should probably go check that out. I think it's over there. Yeah, there it is. I think most of the stuff here hasn't really changed that much, except I believe it might be a little bit more cleaned up. Well, I guess it's still like shulker boxes and chests all over the place, kind of like Silver's little island thing. But yeah, he has made this like giant hole here, which kind of reminds me of like Wario colors. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but I'm not sure what this is even supposed to be. But it looks cool, I guess. It's a big hole. You know, there's a lot of big holes in the server, I feel like, but this looks nice. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Kiso's base. I don't think it's anything else like it's really changed much. But this is still a cool looking hole, I suppose. If you remember, we have the pipe system on the server, so every single nether portal, except for my own actually, on accident, is a pipe. So I guess Kiso claimed the purple pipe. If we go through the pipe, we end up in this nether tunnel system, which is mostly made by B1. If you fly over in this direction, there's this brand new nether tunnel, which I think B1 finished like literally yesterday or something. Or I guess this is not even really a tunnel, it's more of a bridge. But this leads to the area, well, we're currently kind of jokingly calling Germany. I believe this is where Mushroom and Switchy live, who are two of the new members on the server, who are, like I said, both German. And they've like only been in the server for like a week or two, maybe 3. So they haven't really done that much yet in terms of building their base. I didn't really see this area like a few days ago, and it looks really cool. It's like a kind of like a beach cove area or something. I kind of hope they like have something like this for the rest of the base as well. But apart from that, this is mostly just like starter base stuff. Big stone house here, which is like completely empty. I'm not sure what it is supposed to be, or like I don't know. But then there's like let's see, there's like a few starter farms here. There's a sugarcane farm and a cow farm and a wheat farm. I guess this is a bamboo farm though, not really. I think they also have like oh, I haven't seen this before. What's this? I guess this is a furnace array. Yeah, it looks like it. That's cool. And they also have this mine area here where you can drop down and go back up, and that's nice. I don't really tend to build mines myself because like I tend to just prefer caving and stuff over actual strip mining. We can end up at Ripley's base. Now Ripley's base is actually really close to quote unquote Germany, which I showed earlier. But it like in terms of the nether system, you have to like fly like a ridiculous amount because you have to kind of like go around through the tunnel system. I really hope at some point B1 hooks up the nether part of Ripley's base to the nether part of Germany like more properly, because it's kind of an annoying flight otherwise. Oh, I haven't seen these before. I guess he has a snow fox. That's cool. But yeah, we really checked out Ripley's base last month, and then not much has changed. I guess the most thing that's like changed really is that he's added all of these trees and stuff to the area, and also he built this cool little tower system here. Oh, I guess these farms are also new with these animals here. This looks really nice and cozy. Yeah, I really like the look of Ripley's base so far. It's kind of like a big, I don't know, like kind of a more forest, kind of more subdued version of what B1's also doing. You know, the lanterns and stuff also kind of remind me of that. But it's really nice, you know, it's just a nice and simple base, but like it looks really good. But yeah, let's move on to something else. And that something else is actually not even a base, it's a farm. I'm not really sure where else to put this into the episode structure, so I guess I'll just put it in here. I believe this is something that Silver and B1 have worked on like a few weeks ago. This is basically a raid farm, I believe. Let's have a look. We were just out in the nether, like right next to the old wither skeleton like farming setup. So it's actually quite a ways away. I think this is here because of that pillager outpost over there, so you can get like the bad omen effect and then go over here to farm the raid, I guess. I'm not really sure how raid farms even work, to be honest. There's this crazy contraption here. I do have a nitpick that it's all built in stone, and I don't like stone for like building contraptions. I prefer like stone bricks or something or whatever. I guess at least it's all built on dirt. Also seems like, is it like active right now or something? What's going on? Jeez. Can I like turn this off? Sure can. Alright. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not really gonna mess much with this. I have no idea how this even works. I believe there's like a villager. Yeah, there is a villager right down there. But I'm pretty sure this allows you to farm raids basically. And that way like farm emeralds and stuff. Let's have a look. Do they have like emerald? Yeah, they do have some emeralds and a bunch of other raid stuff, I suppose, including stuff from witches. A little bunch of totems. Holy crap, that's a lot of totems and potions as well. Cool. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this works, and like I can't really be bothered to figure out either. But this is not the only farm that Silver worked on the server in like the few weeks he's been on here. So let's check out the other one. Okay, so we're currently above the nether, above the like spawn nether. The spawn portal's like right down here. And the Hogden farm, which I showed in the very first, I think it might have been the very first episode, if not the month 1 video on this server, has actually been removed. Without even telling me, Silver just removed it, or I think Silver and me won together. I don't know. I think it like blew up and then they just decided to remove it. That's fine, I guess. I've got food enough for like years. But if we fly in this direction, at some point we should go to a very interesting location. And that is this zombie pigment farmer, I guess I should say this gold farm. So this is just a simple design. I think it was, well, relatively simple. Made by El Mango, I believe. And this is like, it's kind of crazy. Like Silver built this like when he was on the server for like a week maybe. And it's really cool. I've not actually used it before. Let me see if I can. I imagine it's just like hell, hey, you shoot a pigman and it'll get mad or whatever. Okay, I shouldn't try. Okay, hold on. I have too good a bow for this. I need to try and hit it without, come on, without killing it. There we go. Let's see if that works. Pretty sure it's like an XP farm as well. But yeah, this is just that, that classic design that's been used for ages now. Yeah, luckily I've got my mob sounds down. But yeah, there we go. Now we get XP and gold as well. I'm not actually sure to what extent I'm allowed to use it. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to use it, right? Like, I don't think it's like a shop connected to this at the moment. That's nice. That gold that we smelted several weeks ago is kind of pointless now, considering there is a gold farm on the server. But yeah, this just, does the trick. I'm not sure if it's, like, faster than the Enderman farm we've got or not. I don't know. But yeah, speaking of the Enderman farm, the end is probably where we should head next. Because, like I said at the end of the last episode, the end is one of the first things that I was planning on doing, or, like, messing around with in this month. And so I did. We haven't done that much, but I do like what we've done so far. So basically what we did, like I said, we were going to like plan on decorating the end because we got all of the different gateways. So the first thing I did, which is kind of a crazy project because it took quite a while and also took a lot of resources and like a lot of finicking around basically, is this like crazy end spawn platform. So you've got the usual 5x5 obsidian which regenerates. But then I like make this giant crater thing around it. In fact, I even had to terraform some of the outside of the end island here because like this was just like a ledge, there wasn't like a really room for a crater here. So if we just dig in here, well, maybe not here, yeah, there. You can see this is all like custom made terrain basically. So I did a lot of terraforming this month really, and like strangely enough, even in the end. But of course, the more obvious addition to the end island is this whole giant like ring thing. So B1 came up with the idea of adding these like islands to all of the different gateways. So we did that, and then I, like it's kind of a very basic thing. Like I imagine a lot of people have done this before, but just adding a giant glass ring around the end. And that turned out really cool, and it like was quite a painful process to be honest. Making giant circles in Minecraft is really annoying, but it turned out pretty good. It only required like several shulker boxes of purple glass, I'm pretty sure, which is kind of something, but oh well. And then one more thing which I've added so far, because like I said, I'm planning on adding more. But one of the other things I've added is this just nice little, you know, kind of understated pathway that leads right to the end portal. Now, if you head over to the end portal, you might see there's like this little thing over here, which actually leads down to this area down below here. And that's because I actually used this area here. Well, I believe this area was originally made by B1, but I used it to, well, it's meant to be used to farm withers, which I did actually use it for technically. However, the thing I wasn't after when farming this wither was a nether star. I was actually after a lot more wither roses. So if you remember at the end of the last episode, I showed this clip of us like fighting a bunch of putting a bunch of snow golems down in the end, and then fighting the wither, and that wither would then kill the snow golems and drop a bunch of wither roses. That wasn't really enough. Like I only got like maybe 2 stacks of wither roses from that, and yeah, that just simply wasn't enough for the wither skeleton farm I wanted to build. So instead, I just went down here and bred up a gazillion, like I think there's probably like around 400 chickens or something in this small little room here. Bred them all up, you know, spammed a bunch of eggs and stuff, and then threw a bunch of poison potions at them so that they were all at like half a heart of health, I suppose. And then when I summoned the wither in, which I'd already replaced except for 1 skull, that killed all of them. So that way, we had like 400 chickens that all got killed by the wither. And if a mob gets killed by the wither, they drop a wither rose. So therefore, I ended up with like I think around 6 stacks of wither roses. That's exactly what I was after. So that was quite an interesting process, maybe a little bit brutal for the baby chickens, but still, it worked out really well. And of course, like I said, those wither roses were for nothing else but a wither skeleton farm. So let's head over to, well, the work in progress area, which will eventually turn it out to be a wither skeleton farm. So flying from spawn in kind of this direction, if I actually press H on my keyboard, I think we should be able to see it. Maybe if I then also press J. No, okay, it should be on now. Let's see if we can see it somewhere. It should be in this direction, right? Hold on. Because basically I've got this nice little client-side mod. There we go. You can kind of see it behind there, which shows this giant sphere. So basically, like I said, I'm in the previous episode, I was planning on building a wither skeleton farm. Now, this turned out to be this like massive project because for a wither skeleton farm, you need to obviously find yourself a nether fortress, preferably a very suitable one, which is in a big open area, because you need to slab like a giant circle around this farm, slabbing, you know, like placing a bunch of slabs so that mobs can't spawn, because mobs can't spawn on bottom slabs. So that's what I've been doing with my life for like the past week or two. Basically, that's why I haven't really done that much comparatively this month compared to other months. It's just because I've been stuck doing this for so long. Of course, that wither skeleton farm, that area over there, is also what I needed those wither roses for. So that's another thing I did this month. But yeah, like I said, because this is such a big project, I'm not even close to done with it yet. I would say I'm probably about halfway done slabbing this area. I don't know. But yeah, this big sphere is generated by a mod. Not like it actually helps me in any way, like physically. It just shows me the area I need to slab in. Which, I mean, I guess some people might consider that, you know, cheating or whatever. But I think most people can agree that's just like a little, just a little handy thing. It's not really like it like massively changes the game. It's just this, yeah, just a nice little tool, I guess, to help me with. Let me see if I can actually get in here somehow, because it's actually quite annoying to get into this area because there's like a bunch of caves and stuff like just around the corner, and flying through the nether is always a bloody pain. I think I'm like stuck here. We're running low on rockets. Let's see, I think I came from here. I guess I'll just see you guys once I get somewhere that's like actually in the correct area, because like I said, flying through the nether is a pain. Yes, I'm pretty sure if I fly past this bastion over here, we should be able to end up in the area. Yeah, looks like it. So you can see this giant sphere of blocks, and within this sphere, I have to slab the entire nether, pretty much. So as you can see, I've already started doing exactly that on this half. So right here is the intersection where I'm going to end up building the farm. But for right now, I've just only done slabbing. I think I've placed around, I haven't checked, but I think it's like around 20,000 slabs so far, which is ridiculous actually. As you can see, I just placed stone slabs everywhere, literally everywhere. Like the problem with slabbing areas is that like, you can't just do half of it and it will already help. Like no, you have to do all of it or it's like barely even like worth doing pretty much. So like that's where I have to be extremely thorough. So as you can see on this side, I haven't done any of it yet. But what I have really done in general is just like gotten rid of a lot of like stuff in this lava lake here. So like for example, there used to be an island over here in the lava lake, and there used to be like the half a fortress here, which I removed. So that's also why I have a lot of like nether bricks and stuff. Hello there, Blaze. Can you please get over here? I also at one point accidentally dropped my bow into the lava, which was a bit of a pain. I also died here once, which was also a bit of a pain. But yeah, basically I've got a lot of resources here and stuff just from mining out those different areas, mainly the nether fortress, but also some islands and stuff. But for the most part, I'm just slabbing, which is why I've got a bunch of stone blocks everywhere. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. But yeah, this is basically why I haven't really been able to do as much outside of this for the past month. It's just because I've been stuck here for like 2 weeks just doing this now. But still, a lot of stuff has happened on the server. But yeah, so for next month, I suppose I'm planning on just continuing with this. You know, I'm presumably going to be able to finish this with a skeleton farm by next month. Hopefully I'll also be able to do some other stuff outside of that. I'll probably get bored regardless, so yeah, I'm probably going to do more stuff than just working on this. And I'm sure either way, other people are also going to be able to do stuff. But if I press H again, you can see I can turn that off. That's quite nice, you know, it's not permanent or anything like that. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this World Tour video. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to leave a like. And if you want to join the server yourself, you can do exactly that. There's a Discord link in the description, which like will lead you to my own Discord server. And in there, if you like are active enough and stuff, and I trust you not to grief the server, you'll also be allowed to join the Minecraft server, I suppose. But yeah, if you really love this, maybe also subscribe to the channel. That would be really appreciated. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this video. See you later, and bye bye.